Welcome to my tutorial on how to make a sealed end bag strap. As you can see, there's no folded end with the raw edges showing, etc. So I'm going to show you how to make it. If you're interested as well, this is the Barissa bag by Shambhala Bags. So it's up to you what you use for your strap. You can use all vinyl, all woven material, half and half, etc. I'm doing slightly over half and half so that I've got this at the end. I just wanted to show part of the fabric at the end. Just thought it was a nice touch. And you can really do the length you want, but whichever length you decide on, you need to join the ends together. And to join the ends together, you put the right sides together, one vertically, one horizontally, vertically, and then you stitch diagonally from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. Then you open them up and top stitch on both sides, as I did here, and then just trim the extra off, and that's your join. I will be showing you the join in a little bit. So as you can see, my woven part is quite a bit longer, 14 inches longer. That is by choice. Sometimes I do it evenly, so it really is entirely up to you, and that's the beauty of this strap. And it's 2 inches wide, and then obviously however long you want it to be. I think overall this strap will be about 60 inches long, so therefore doubled over be about 30 inches. So that's what you need to do. Whatever length strap you want, you need to double it, because you're going to be folding them over onto each other, which you'll see. So obviously if you want a 30-inch strap, do 60-inch. Well, I'll do sort of 62 really, because you need the extra for the join that I just showed you. Okay, so I've just roughly drawn a line down it, and I'm getting my double-sided tape. Needs to get a new one out. This isn't a sewable one. This gums up your machine. It used to be, but they changed it, and it really gums up your machine. But I'm laying this where I won't be sewing, and this is super strong. So this is Stix 2, S-T-I-X and digit 2, and it is really good, really strong. But I never put it where I'm stitching. But as you will see, I'm going to put it on both sides of the line that I've just drawn. And this can be a bit of a long-winded way of doing the strap, but it's the result that matters. It's how it looks at the end that's the beauty of this strap. So as I said, you need to do both sides, and don't go to the very end with the tape. I do it, I guess, 3.5 inches. So yeah, about 3 to 4 inches before the end, because you'll be joining this at the ends, so you don't need to add tape yet. And it doesn't have to be a beautifully straight line. As you can see, it's just however, and then I peel the tape. Oops, sorry, I knocked the camera then. Sometimes it won't come away. Okay, so we need to fold the edges into the centre like we do with most bag straps. Okay, so as you can see, we've folded all the raw edges in, and now we get the bag and we want to put these through the connectors. Doesn't matter what connectors you're using, we just need to pop it through. And you want to make sure that, it's a bit hard to show you at this angle, but you want to make sure that the strap isn't twisted. Okay, so as you can see there, it's not twisted. So you've got your ends like this, and you just turn them over like so. And I just hold them in place whilst I just stitch diagonally and do the top stitching. So we stitched them, folded them out and top stitched across, and we just want to cut the excess away, and then we just need to add some more double-sided tape into this part. Okay. Remove the backing. And then bring the edges in like we did with the rest of it. So as you will see, we now have one continuous loop. And what we need to do is to bring the edges together. And I just want to make sure that I'm matching the opposite side. So we want the vinyl to be that way, so that they'll both be matching like that. So make sure when you do it that you are doing the same on each bag. And then we want to basically match them up. Now if you were doing half and half, it would be a lot easier. You'd just do the ends and you'd have vinyl one side, fabric the other. But because I wanted to be a Miss Fancy Pants and do it like this, I have to make sure that the strap is even on both sides. I'll show you what I mean. Because what you don't want is to have this long on one side and short on the other. So it's quite important to have them matching. So I just measure three inches. So as luck would have it, I've managed to get them even. And I can see that I've got them even with the other side as well. So because we can't stitch this part, what I need to do so that I don't lose the measurement and the right length is slide the clips up, and we're going to pull that through, and we're just going to take this to the machine and just stitch on each side of that part about 4 inches, and I'll show you why. When I come back I'll show you. Okay, so when you look at the strap you can see that we've got stitching there and on the reverse, so we've covered that part. And now what we need to do is put the clips back down to the bottom, and before I do anything else I need to double check that the straps haven't moved and that they're still equal. Yeah, 3 inches, 3 inches. So now what we do is open the strap up and put more double-sided tape down, but we only need to do one row this time, right down the middle. Like so. Peel the backing off. and then carefully lay the straps together evenly. Just snip the thread that's trying to escape. Like so. And now we take it to the machine and stitch both sides, and we just go over part of the stitching. As long as you'll, you know, stitch it evenly, you'll be fine. Just making sure that's on neatly. So here's the sealed end straps. It's nice that you've got no folds or edges, and all I need to do is add the rivets as I did on this side. And to do that, I just measure, and I start by measuring 3/4 of an inch down from the folded edge, and then 1/2 an inch down from the dot I've just made. I always make sure that all the measurements are exactly the same, so they look even. And I use my twist punch, screw punch, and I go in at the dot. Now, if you want to, you could reinforce this part of the strap with Pearl-Tex, etc., but I don't need to. It will be fine as it is. Right, so get the green machine and some rivets. I'm using slightly shorter posts on these rivets than normal. They're 8mm in length. No, I beg your pardon, they're 6mm in length. So 9mm cap and 6mm posts. That's them added, and then the same on the other side. Final one. And that's the straps finished. Hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial and apply this method for your straps. See you again.